So next sutra says, it gives one tip for practitioners. Tadarpita akhilacharah san kama krodha abhimanadikam tasminneva karaniyam. Since you have surrendered all your activities to that, tatarpita, direct all your violent emotions also towards that. If you are angry, on who you are angry also matters. If you are angry on a very petty thing, or if you are angry on a very profound thing, it changes the direction, it changes the course of anger. I'll give a simple story, parable. It cannot be taken literally, but you have to adjust and understand it. Once a king was in the forest with his party hunting, and suddenly a stone comes from somewhere and hits the king on the head, and king starts bleeding. The king naturally orders, who is it who threw the stone? So everybody starts searching. They find a man, they bring him to the king, and the king asks, why did you throw stone at me? He says, no, I was trying to throw a stone at the mango and get the mango for eating. I missed the mango and it hit you. Then the king says to his ministers, give a bag full of gold to this man. The ministers say, even if by mistake he should have been a little careful, the king is here. Even if he has done it by negligence, for his negligence you should punish him. On top, instead of punishing him, on top of it you are giving him something, some reward. You want to give gold, why? The king says, if you throw a stone at the mango tree, it gives you mango. If you throw a stone at the king should give at least something more. So don't take it literally. It's a metaphor to tell you, if you are angry, it is useless to be angry on your husband or wife. It is much more meaningful to be angry on God. Throw a stone on God, it is much more meaningful. You may get something. Throw a stone on... you don't throw anyway. So direct your emotional stones at something much higher. In fact, this is what is the purpose of Bhagavata. In Bhagavata they show how any violent emotion also, which if it is directed towards a higher entity, will liberate you. Kamsa was always afraid of Krishna. Shishupala was always in hatred towards Krishna. All his violent emotions. And because of that, they were always thinking about Krishna. So their violent their extremely tamasic, rajasic emotions also, since they were directed towards something much higher, they were not angry with some petty person. They were angry with Krishna. So even if it is a rajasic emotion, kama, krodha, abhimanadikam, all these emotions, tasminneva karaniyam, direct it towards that only. So this is a tip, because we cannot get rid of our anger all of a sudden, we cannot get rid of our jealousy all of a sudden, all these emotions, we cannot get rid of them all of a sudden. So even if you cannot get rid of it, okay, then direct it at something more meaningful. When you become an Artha, as it was told earlier, when you become an Artha Bhakta, this will happen automatically. You will be extremely angry towards God. You will be extremely upset with God. Thank you. So you can be upset because you did not get dal today in your lunch, or you can become upset with something more fundamental.